I've been making some tiny tool keychains on the Cubiko, and it got me to upgrading in a few cool ways for not a lot of money, and it's giving me great results. First, I used an air pump to push air through a 3D printed nozzle right towards the bit held with some metal wire. It works great, as you'll see, keeps the chips out immediately. The next upgrade comes a little bit later after some work done. Before I started cutting the mini tools, I wanted a way to hold the pieces of aluminum without having clamps in the way of the bit. I'm making a nail bracket, which I'll screw in the corner, and then I'll just clamp down against it far from the bit. I designed this piece in Milmage after taking some measurements on the machine with a set of calipers. To not ruin the spoil board, I also cut a second spoil board on a laser engraver from a file I found on Google for the Cubiko. There's a few versions out there for free. I held it with tabs so it can cut throughout, touch the wood spoil board and not damage anything. I installed it in the corner with the smallest clamp screws supplied with the Cubiko. With that cut and now installed and the spoil board protected, I'm ready to cut some tiny tools. The first one I made from finding a silhouette of a tool on Google and then tracing it in Milmage is a wrench. I made it shorter than a typical wrench and sized it at 10mm, which will let me test how accurate this machine is while making the famously missing 10mm wrench. I zeroed my Z to the spoil board, brought the bit to the top and started it with a conservative 0.1mm per layer. At the speed I'm going though, it won't take long to cut out, about 15 minutes total. It cut well, not without sounding a little intense, and that's what I'll fix after this cut, before the next one. I put my tabs too small, as you'll see it broke off at the last layer, but all is good, no damage. The next one's tabs will be bigger and work fine. I love that first one, but let's do some upgrades before we make more. It came out at 10mm, perfectly accurate. The Cubiko comes with a 10k RPM motor, and for $25 on Amazon, Genmitsu offers a 20k RPM motor, and I ordered it right away. It should help to do this a lot easier. I'll have a separate video on this install, but more or less it's plug and play. Very easy upgrade. Please like and subscribe. This channel is new and it would help a ton to get more eyes on it. Thanks to all early subscribers. I've got a ton of stuff coming up. I was cutting at 500mm per minute on the original motor, and it was at 10k RPM. So I plan to start at 750mm per minute at 15k RPM, as 20k is a lot and sounds a little intense. Right away I can see it's doing a better job. Less vibration, the sound is better, bigger chips outputted, and when I started to see the sides, they're more shiny and not full of nicks. This time I've put bigger tabs, so I'm not worried it'll break off, it'll stay in place. I love how you just do a quick vacuuming once it's done. There's nothing outside of it, there's no mess left. The wrench naturally has a hole to go in the keychain, but this hammer does not, so I added a drilling operation towards the end. It's a little out of focus, but as you see, it's super fast. I'm amazed at what this little machine can do without creating a mess too. I cut out the hammer, gave it a quick sanding, and it was ready to go. I plan to find more fun ways to use this machine. I got bigger CNCs, but I love using this and making small items. Subscribe for more, thanks for watching, and see you next time.